Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Finally, I am back in my home. It's bittersweet to be honest, but at the same time it's so good. Today we're gonna have the last episode of our mountains adventures, and this time I'm starting this video from my home because I have some moments captured, but all in all it was the most struggling time of this whole vacation because both me and my fiance got food poisoned. So the last 2 or 3 days were really struggling, and the heat wave wasn't helping as well. Plus that we needed to go buy water and food like almost every single day and just climb the mountain for that, literally. So you know what? I'm finally home. Everybody's fine. We made it. Everything is kind of great. I'm sitting surrounded by goodies and plants I bought out there in Poland while visiting. But before that, let's jump back to the past Svetlana that will share some of the struggling experience and how we were going through that, and just a little taste of vacation in the mountains when you are not feeling so great. And I have this feeling that maybe that is because we were food poisoned by the cheese in the mountains, because let's be honest, even though it's authentic, traditional and stuff, it's not like the most hygienically made cheese. Yeah, it's made in a little hut with lots of wood, zero sterile stuff, just wood, stone and all of that. So yeah, I think we've been caught by that. But anywho, let's go to the best Svetlana. See how bad I was looking, all swollen, 5 a.m. once again. Ugh, I just love filming myself when I look like a flippin' hamster. But anyway, let's go back and then we'll come back here for more explaining. Alright, I look terrible, I'm aware of that. Let's just ignore this fact. It's 6 a.m. once again. We cannot sleep here longer because you probably can hear the extremely loud church bells. Also, there are no curtains on our windows, that would block the sunlight, so it's very light, very noisy. Puppies, are not napping, so we're not napping. Anyway, why I am awake and already on the way somewhere? Well, the good news are that after the rainstorm that we were caught in, we actually finally have dry clothes. So we finally managed to have dry shoes, finally have dry backpacks and stuff like that. The bad news are that we feel horrible, terrible, and it's an understatement. We both have very upset tummies, and I don't want to go into details, but it all started with Agnes, and today morning I found out that it's happening for me as well. So right now I'm going to the rescue mission because we are out of the water, we're out of any kind of source of food. We thought today morning we'll go to the restaurant and stuff. Yeah. It's not happening, so I need to find some kind of stuff for us. So this is how we're starting the day number 4. Having a blast. At least the shoes are dry, because yesterday I was walking with my sandals all day and it was the worst. It was definitely the worst. So right now, well, I'm back into my hiking shoes. I feel so much better, so much more prepared, and the view, even though the tummy is upset, the view to have the tummy upset is insane. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Alright, let me get to that grocery store, buy some water, electrolytes, maybe some eggs. Agnes actually made some screenshots for me what we should eat right now to get better, and adventures. Gotta love the flippin' adventures. I'm so swollen, oh my god. Okay, let's go. The goodies are secured, the backpack is extremely heavy, and I have a long way back home. So right now I'm having a little break to look at this beautiful wood job. I mean, look at all of those cute little people. I think this says that these were like the first starters of this village, and here we can see some like legends from this place. Unfortunately, my Polish isn't that great, so I could read the whole like section, understanding everything. But it's still cool to look at the pictures. I mean, this is the legend probably, so I'm probably gonna capture it and Google translate it at home. So cool. Wow. And the flipping church bell. The church bells here never stop. It doesn't matter what kind of day that is. Is it a weekend day? Is it like a working day? Today is a flipping Monday. 6 a.m. Right now maybe 6:30. That's a bit funny, but anyway. Let's bring the goodies back to Agnes, to my puppies. We need to save the mission. Let's do this! This is not the fun part. The way home is very steep, and I have a flippin' 5 liters of water in my backpack. I have eggs, I have noodles. I actually could not resist the pastry that I showed you. Also, I think I showed it, but I could not say no to that gorgeous looking pastry. I love flipping pastry. As you probably can tell by my double chin, but anyway. You know what? I'm starting to feel like at home here. There are lots of mountain dogs also, which is a bit spooky. Okay, I mean, can you see how steep that is? I'm not sure if my camera is able to show it, because most time it just, you know, making everything flat. But flippin', trust me. Oh Lord. Oh, chisel my nizzle. Okay, we're doing this. Oh, that's very steep. Oh Lord, have mercy. Still alive. For how long, nobody knows. Holy smokes. Oh my god. I'm not complaining. I'm having a whole ass experience here. But yes, maybe I'm a little bit complaining. Oh, holy shizzle. Can you tell that this car is going up? Oh my gosh. And my hotel is way out there. Maybe 10 minutes of the same walk still left. Holy shizzle. You know what we realized with Agnes? That we're too flippin' old for this already. Which is so sad. We wasted our youth to sit at home. Oh Lord. Do you understand? I need to go first. Wait. Do you understand? I first need to go up that hill to leave my phone to film me going up again. The things I do for you guys when I have a flippin' diarrhea and haven't had a sip of water in my mouth yet. Strong woman, no problem. It's an inside joke of Lithuanians. Anyway, I think it's enough filming.
A few moments later.
everyone, what a day! It's only 9 a.m. here, but it's already been a flipping day. Okay, yeah, the whole journey is taking a flipping turn. We actually been planning so much more. Today is our last day here in Zakopane, at least in the hotel that we booked. The plan was to today once again go hike the mountains that you can see in the background, and then later on we actually had been planning to go plant shopping in here in Poland, because I have heard that one specific big bookstore have awesome rare plants like the constellations, Monsteras Obliquas, albos and stuff like that for very cheap. So I wanted to go ahead and explore that myself to see firsthand if that's true, but unfortunately not sure if we will manage to do it because we're at the breaking point. I'll be honest, Agnes cannot get up of the bed. He's feeling extremely weak. I'm afraid he might have like a sunstroke, maybe, together with very upset tummy. I'm giving him everything I can. I went grocery shopping, made breakfast for him. We have some meds from home, so I gave everything to him. And right now I feel like that this wave is coming to me as well, which is not ideal because I already gave all medicine to Agnes. So right now the plan is I already walked Yakari. Right now I'm on a morning walk with Balu. It took me more than an hour to walk here just to film this outro for you guys with this beautiful view behind me. And then I'll go ahead, walk back home, Balu, and go ahead and look for the pharmacy because I feel like we cannot, right now at this point, we cannot make a 12-hour drive home. We probably gonna need a lot of toilet breaks, which is not great. I mean, I hope maybe today will be a little bit better. We'll stay in our hotel room, just try to relax, just try to chill and get as much of energy as possible. And then, oh my gosh, there's so many people in front of me. I'm feeling so brave just to sit there and film in here. But anyway, so the plan is to rest today, and who knows, maybe tomorrow we will wake up as a newborn babies. Okay, there are many cars coming up, so I guess this is where I should finish today's video. If we won't be finishing it today, you will see more of me later on in this video, but just in case if you won't, I'm filming this outro already. I will pass out in like an hour or so. So when you're watching this, I'm already probably home. Poland was so beautiful. It is so beautiful. I'm so blessed and happy we decided to come here. And Polish people were so nice. I met so many nice people, which was so awesome. So I'm glad I could take you on this journey. There's so many cars coming here, so probably this is where we should wrap up. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Comment what do you think about today's journey. Like this video if you enjoyed. Subscribe for more adventures with puppies and plants. I think here might be wedding happening. I mean, what a place to have wedding. Jealous. Oh my gosh, I'm getting hot. We have heat wave here in Lithuania as well, but I'm so over summer. I just love autumn vibes. So you know what, we're struggling but flipping enjoying it at the same time. Anyway, so as you can tell, it wasn't the best time of our life whatsoever, even though we planned during that time to go ahead and explore more of the mountains, hike more of the mountains. We physically just could not do it. My fiance especially, I don't remember last time I saw him so sick, so yeah, it wasn't the best thing ever. But even though I thought, I said my goodbyes in the beautiful mountain view, I thought this is it, this is, my last hooray for this vlog, I still managed to go and film a little bit of exploring for you while, my fiance was still in the bed because I need to buy more medicine. So I thought, oh, what the heck, since I'm still in town, let's just go ahead and film a little bit more. So this is like the last pieces of me buying souvenirs to my family, exploring the church and stuff like that. It's not long, but still something. Alright, so take my words with a grain of salt. But from what I've read, I believe this is the first church that was built in this Zakopane town. And it was like a kickstart for this main street that started this whole city. Oh my gosh, my Polish is so rusty, but it's so fun whenever I try to talk with Polish people. I say all phrases I know, and somehow we still manage we manage to understand each other. Wow, it's beautiful. And it smells good here. Okay, so right now the good news are that my fiance Aine is actually feeling a bit better, so the medicine probably finally kicked in. And we are almost back right now. The last clips you saw, we still were in Zakopane, so like very, very bottom of Poland, and we need to go all the way up to Lithuania's border. So it was around 900 kilometers, which is 3 Lithuanias. This is how we quoted our trip, you know, 1 Lithuania, 2 Lithuanias, because if you would quote going from one side of Lithuania to another one, like the longest we have is around 300 kilometers. It's a pretty small country. So yeah, we quoted that we need to drive 3 Lithuanias. And you know what? My fiance drove all of these hours, which I was so flippin' proud. And Yakari was so special because he napped all of the ride back to Lithuania, which was so cool. Balu is completely different story. We almost made it to Lithuania, but on the way I actually was so lucky to see this post on Facebook while I was in Poland. There are these big box stores in Poland that are called Ibo, I think. Ibo. Oh my gosh. Brain work. I think it's called Ibo. Alright guys, this is the store that I was talking about, that has extremely awesome houseplants. At least that's what people say in Facebook groups, houseplant Facebook groups, so let's check it out. And people are just bragging that in there are so many rare plants. In big box stores in Poland there are so many rare plants for such extremely cheap prices, and you know what, I need to see it for myself. I couldn't believe it when people were saying that, so you know what, I thought even though we're feeling not the best, it's one of these stores were actually really close to the border of Lithuania, so I thought, you know what, let's just try and give it a go. Asked for my fiance for half an hour there, you know, to film for you guys, buy some plants maybe. I did. And guys, it did not disappoint. Oh my gosh, I found variegated Monstera Obliqua mints. I saw Monstera Obliqua albos, Monstera Obliqua aureus. I saw Monstera Obliqua there for $30, almost like 30 euros. 30 euros, Monstera Obliqua pot, not a singular note cutting, a flippin' Monstera Peru, Obliqua Peru in big box store, 30 bucks. 30 bucks. I was mind blown. I was mind blown. Not only there are so many cool aroids like Anthuriums clarinerviums, Anthuriums crystallinums, which one of them might be standing right here. There also were cool looking begonias. Oh my gosh, the begonias. I saw the ones with the black leaves and stripes, the silver stripes. Oh my gosh, I was so tempted to buy them. The most expensive plant was Monstera Obliqua Peru, and it was 30 bucks. All of these other, I mean, not so rare plants, but at the same time not so common plants were like 15 bucks, 20 bucks and stuff like that. I was mind blown. I was just standing there with my mouth opened and I was like, no, this is happening. I even went to one of the staff members and asked, is there a mistake? Or is this Monstera Peru real 30 bucks? And she was like, no mistakes there. And I was like, cool. So I bought a couple plants, also cool succulents. Oh my god, booby cacti, penis cacti, the ones that are like swirling, not the, oh my gosh, so many cool succulents, cool plants, cool pottery. We already made a pact with my fiance that we will go back to this big box store because it was just too nuts and insane and awesome, and oh my gosh, just thinking about it, I'm already dreaming about going back. But anyway, let me show you some plants, some pottery, some souvenirs, mugs and stuff like that that I grabbed in Poland for the memories, for funsies of course. and a lot of different stuff, to be honest. So in the very first shop that I entered, I was so flippin' surprised. I filmed me entering the store, and it was the most random and cool little tiny store ever in the mountains. It had lots of pottery, it had lots of Halloween stuff, of flowers, and a little bit of houseplants, which spoiler, did not buy any houseplants there because they were just simple, like chefleras that I have in my background right here, or money plant. Sorry for the old chair, but yeah, Monstera Deliciosa and stuff like that. So I did not buy plants there, but I did buy something else. First off, mushrooms. I know it might sound a little bit ridiculous, but I just love the vibe, and they seem to be so funny and quirky. I actually bought another one that is standing right here near to the ghost. Here, this one, so cute. Isn't that a cute vibe? Such a cute autumnal vibe. So I thought this one and that one would be such a fun memory. So random at the same time, because we did not see many mushrooms in the mountains, but also so cool, so random. Loved it. Okay, another thing I bought in this store was actually a pottery for myself, and I bought this cool, almost cauldron looking pot. It doesn't have any drainage. It was 14 slots, but it's so cool, and it actually works so perfectly with the plant that I bought in this Ebo Bebop store that I was mentioning. So in a minute I will show you the combo of that, but I just love how vintage it looks, how aged it looks, and just the whole vibe about it looks so cool with those tiny handles. Such a cute pottery piece, I think, and 14 slots, so it's couple euros, maybe $3 or $4. Perfect. And the last thing I bought for myself in that small store was actually this pumpkin head. How random is that? I'm actually so surprised when I mean, it was such like a shock factor for me because we were on this heat wave, you know. I mean, I was alone, my fiance was already in bed, you know, struggling with his tummy, and I was walking there, you know, also heating, sweating, and just, you know, like the biggest summer experiences ever going through us, right? And I just entered this awesome autumnal vibe filled shop. It was so cool. So of course I need to pick up one of the candle holders that is a little bit spookier, and oh my gosh, this is so cool. We actually already, as you can tell, have a candle in there. We actually already been using it to give a little bit cooler vibes during the evening when we had movie nights. So cool, so awesome, so random at the same time, right? How random is that? But love it, love how random it is. I mean, 10 out of 10. Then I actually also went to the tourist center, and this is where I actually bought more cool stuff. So I bought this cool looking mug. I'm such a mug like lover and collector. This is getting out of hand. We don't have much space for the dishes, and half of that space is just filled with my mugs, but I just could not resist this cool looking Tatra Park mug. Oh my gosh, it's ceramic. It was 35 zlotys, which isn't very cheap, but at the same time it was made in Poland, and I thought it was such a cool like memory piece. I actually been drinking coffee from this mug out there in the balcony with the view to the mountains, and then soup while we were feeling not so well in the mountains as well. And then I came back here to Vilnius and I drank the coffee the first morning here, and it felt so weird, but at the same time I just felt a little bit like my mind just flew out there back to this balcony with this gorgeous view. So love this mug. Actually, fun fact, when we came back home with my fiance, we felt so like not in our place. We've been in mountains for only 5 days, but it just felt like we were here like aliens almost here in our neighborhood. And yeah, it was a very cool feeling and very weird feeling to be in your home, to go into your own home toilet and just feel like at home, but also feel not at home, you know? Very weird feeling. I mean, you could tell that it's been a while since we were traveling, so the whole experience was so awesome. Also, fun fact, I mean, even though we were feeling so bad with my fiance a couple last days before we came home, but on the very last day we almost wasn't eating anything on the road because we were a bit afraid what tummies will do, you know. But when we came back to Vilnius, the first thing that we visited actually was a kebab space. So I just went ahead, bought us humongous, huge kebabs. We went back home, clicked on some of the YouTube videos and just flippant almost ate all of it. I mean, I couldn't manage to eat all of my kebab. Agnes did eat all of his and finished mine. So that was kind of hilarious and funny when you think about it, because kebab, of course, isn't one of the healthiest food, right? Anyway, another thing I bought in tourist center was this cute puzzle that I actually already finished. I just couldn't keep my hands to myself, you know? I mean, this is actually a puzzle that is made in Tatra mountains that we were climbing here in Poland, and it's beautiful. Of course, the mountain view, so familiar. The huts that I was bragging about in the first video, so familiar. And these pink flowers, they were everywhere in the mountain. So whenever I look at this puzzle, it feels like I'm looking through the window back into my like vacation, and I just love this. We right now are, I right now want to glue this puzzle and put it in the frame somewhere around my home, because I just want to stare at it and remember the adventures. Even though they were a little bit shorter than we expected, it still was so cool. So yeah, 35 zlotys, once again, so cheap. I mean, this mug costed the same amount as this 1,000 pieces puzzle. Make it make sense. Weird. At least for me, it's kind of weird. And this is all I bought in Zakopane. I mean, of course, I bought something for my family. I bought some fridge magnets that I cannot find right now. I put them somewhere. No idea where. No idea where. Oh, also fun fact. While I was in tourist spot, like tourist center, I found this leaflet with beers. And I was even more spooked knowing that I could have encountered one of these dudes. I mean, it's a very small risk, but at the same time, it never like zero, so it's so hot. I need to take off the sweater, but I love the vibes. Okay, lastly, let's go to this big box store. So, first off, I just randomly bought a couple of these orchid, how do you call them, clips? Klipsidostorchka. I mean, they were so cheap, couple slots, so it's under $1. And thought, of course, I will use them on my Hoyas, and they will be like such a cute detail. I love the colors, you know, cute, nothing crazy and special, but at the same time, cute. Of course, I went into the pottery section because I wanted to go ahead and see for one more piece to put on my shelves, because I just love, you know, to give it more and more of the character. As you can tell, every single time, probably if you notice, if you have a good eye, you probably should have noticed that every single time I add something to my shelves when I'm filming my videos, like this mushroom, for example, or these pots from Natalia and stuff like that, right? So this time won't be an exception, because I bought this cool looking tiger pot as well. So not only I have that like vintage vase looking pot, I also have this tiger. Still not sure what I want to put inside, and don't remember the price of this. I think it was about 12 zlotys, something around 12 zlotys, so it's under $5. This. I mean, in Lithuania we have something pretty similar, but twice more expensive, so I just had to grab it. So cute, so cute. I actually already found a spot for it. Like right here, right? But still not sure what I want to put out there. So, oh, okay, right here. Sorry, still need to work on Urash's plants. Actually, the next video on my channel probably will be either the August houseplant favorites or the repot with me, because I have so many plants to repot. It's even scary to think about it. Anyway, lastly, I bought 2 plants. I mean, I'll be honest, I was so tempted to buy that Monstera Obliqua, because of course it was my first time seeing it in person, which was mind-blowing already by itself. But then I thought, you know what, I don't have like IKEA greenhouses. I mean, these ones are pretty small greenhouses. I have 2 of these, right? So it's not like a long-term solution for it, and just to buy this plant and be scared always for it, and just know in the back of your mind that it won't be here for long. I just did not want that. I wanted to leave this plant for somebody who have the, you know, all of the needed stuff for it, like cabinets, humidity and stuff like that. So I did not buy the Obliqua. I also did not buy, which I'm a little bit regretting, the Souvenir mint, even though I know not all people love them, but at the same time I kind of dig them. They look so frosty and cool, but did not buy it either. but I did buy one succulent and one aroid. So let's start from the aroid. I actually bought this small Anthurium crystallinum silver blush, and yes, I do have one already standing. Oh, so it's perfectly in that spot where is my this white spot from the window, like mirroring brain. Sure. Anyway, I bought another one. This one actually caught my eye because the leaves were a little bit more elongated. And I was like, okay, this is kind of cool. I love how vibrant the stripes already are on this one. It actually burned a bit on my balcony, which I'm so sad right now about. But yeah, Anthurium crystallinum silver blush. It's so cute, and it costed me, I think, $7 or $8 for this small baby. I mean, it's small, but at the same time not so small. So I was so surprised and so happy to get it for the memories. Plus, it was easier, to drive with this plant than with something bigger in our car while feeling not so well. And the last plant I bought was actually a booby cacti. I already have one from a plant swap, but it's not doing so well. I actually, when swapped for it, I had no clue that it was simple, cut it off and just popped on the top of the soil, so it's not rooted. And I'm not sure how well rooted it is because it's not looking so well. So went ahead and bought an extra one just in case, and I think it looks so cool in this pot. What a vibe. I mean, I just love this. This one costed me 15 euros, so around 17 bucks, US bucks. I love the blue tint on this cacti and the booby shapes. This is so unique, and oh my gosh, love this. And this was the last thing I actually bought in Poland for myself. Memories just incoming whenever I pronounce the name of this country. So cool. I had such a blast, even though the journey wasn't as we planned it, at all. Everything did not went as we planned. We did not visit any abandoned places, like abandoned castles that we wanted to visit. We also wanted to go to the seashore. Did not happen. But at the same time, every single day we had there was somehow special and somehow interesting. And I would highly recommend to visit Poland, even though it doesn't seem like a very popular tourist attraction, at least in my surroundings. I don't hear people often talking about it. Highly recommend. Loved every single day there. And people are so friendly. Oh my gosh. So this will be the end for the series of our mountain vlogs. Let us know if you want to see more of vlogish style videos on my channel. Actually, it was a bit funny when I started posting these vlogs. A lot of people decided to unsubscribe. So probably people are here more for the plant content than for the my family, and stuff like that, which I completely understand, for each their own. But yeah, let me know how do you feel about these vlogs. Me personally had such a blast filming them. My fiance loved filming them and editing all of that and just going back to it. I mean, right now we'll have this video diary to go back after 5 years and just see how quirky adventures were and stuff like that. So yeah, we had a blast. Hope you did as well. And of course, please subscribe if you want to see more of my adventures, more of my plenty content. Actually, not next week, but the other week I will go to the plant swap here in Vilnius, to the annual one. So this is gonna be cool. I'm already preparing plants and labels and stuff like that. So stay tuned for that as well. It's gonna be so much fun. I'm excited. And so subscribe for more plenty content, like this video if you enjoyed it, and of course comment. Let's chat in the comments. If you watched this video till right now, please leave a pumpkin emoji and I will know you're a flipping through subscriber. You love to listen to me mumble, and that means the world to me. And of course, before leaving you, let me teach you another language lesson and I will let you go. Okay, since I'm so sweaty, I hope you cannot see it. Let me teach you how to say mushrooms in Lithuanian and in Russian. And in Polish. I mean, it's like I should do it in Polish as well, right? So if you want to say mushroom in Lithuanian, you need to say grybas. Once again, grybas. And if you want to say mushroom in Russian, you need to say grib. Once again, grib. And I think I might be wrong, take this with a grain of salt, but I think if you want to say mushroom in Polish, you need to say grzyb. Once again, grzyb. I might be wrong. At least that's how my brain tells me right now, so keep in mind that. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful week and hopefully I'll see you in my next one.